I'm so excited. I finally get to talk about the curriculums that we have chosen for first grade and kindergarten for our first year of homeschooling. It's been a long journey getting here, but we're here, so I'm excited to share it with you. If you're new here, my name is Jocelyn, and I have a 4-year-old girl that will be a kindergartner in the fall, and a 5-year-old boy who will be a first grader. So an upcoming kindergartner and an upcoming first grader. Picking curriculum for the first time is really overwhelming, and I didn't know where to start, and I didn't know how to choose curriculum, and I didn't have any idea that there was so many options. To finally be in a spot where we've chosen everything, we've received everything in the mail, we're starting to set up, you get everything printed and set up and organized, like that's thank goodness. So this is going to be a 3-part series where today I'm going to do individual subjects for both of them, and then the next video will be group subjects, and the final video of the series will be what I'm considering like morning time or circle time or morning basket. I don't know what we're going to call it, but we're going to call it something, and it's going to be what we do before we get into schoolwork. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, for my daughter, we are considering this like her kindergarten light, and I don't know, she is a very independent, strong-willed little lady, so she might surprise me and just, take off. And so then at the end of it, we'll be like, oh, she finished her kindergarten year, next year's first grade, or she might do 2 years of kindergarten. I don't know. She is always full of surprises, and so this is what we're starting with, and we will see what we end up with at the end of the year. So I'm going to start with, this is something that she's doing right now, and this is actually something that I found at the thrift store. And it's just a pre-kindergarten skills, and it's actually like a really great book. It's by Carson DeLosa, and my daughter really loves it, so she picks it up and does stuff on her own. So it goes over colors, basic concepts like more and less, big and tall, opposites, before and after, letter sounds, writing letters, vocabulary like sight words, numbers and counting, so counting from 0 to 20, sequencing, shapes and patterns, books, so like we got opposites, basic concepts, short E sound. So she really loves it, and so when her brother and I do our work for the day, she'll pick this up and go through a couple pages, but I'm just going to let her continue on using this through the summer if she wants, and into the fall. Like I said, it's got a lot of really great worksheets in it, and so when she's done with it, she can be done with it. So that is for her. And then for more of her handwriting practice, we are doing Kickstart Kindergarten by Handwriting Without Tears. If you've seen my comparison video of the Kickstart Kindergarten and Letters Numbers for Me, this is like their pre-K book level. I don't know, pre-K into pre-kindergarten, but this is what my daughter needs. She needs, these bigger lines, the bigger letters, things like that. So this is hers. And then I also have the chalkboard, and then I found at the thrift store the Handwriting Without Tears like chalkboard set. I paid $3 for all of this, so I love thrifting. So she's got this to work on, and I know that she's not even going to want to do the workbook. She's just going to want to play with the chalkboard. But yeah. So, and then the last thing for her for her language arts is the Explode the Code, Get Ready, Get Set, Go for the Code series. If you saw the video that I did about the good and the beautiful, that it was just too busy, too colorful, too much for her, that she just needed one thing at a time. I think this workbook is really, it's like the exact opposite. The workbooks are black and white, very simple, and you know, it's just gonna really hopefully lock down her letters, and we'll work on letter sounds, and yeah, just really black and white, easy, basic worksheets. But because she is such a colorful child and she loves to create and make things colorful and beautiful, I did find these crayons. There's like pearl bright crayons and mix-up crayons, so they change colors. You continue to color with them, for her to make her workbooks colorful. And yeah, I think she'll really love doing the two things combined. So that is what I have for her language arts. So for math, is the Math with Confidence level K, and we're just gonna go through this at her pace. I'm not gonna necessarily make her sit down and do a lesson every single day unless she is wanting to do the lesson every single day. We're just going to take math at her own pace. She does love math, and like she and her brother will sit at the dinner table and talk addition and subtraction. I don't know. So yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this at her pace. And I will say that my daughter is not really like a games person. So I'm hoping that this program works for her, just because I've heard so many great things about it. But we're starting with this and we'll see where it takes us. So that's it for her. We have the math, we have the language arts, and that's it. Easy peasy, and then the little workbook if she wants to do stuff like that. So then my son will be doing the Math with Confidence level 1. Now, you're going to see a lot of the same program with just different levels for the two of them. But my kids are 15 months apart, and if anybody else has kids that are close in age, or even like my brother and I are 4 years apart and we were still competitive. But if I were to get 2 different programs to start out with, it would probably be miserable for me, because my kids would want to know why they get to do this and then they don't get to do that. It doesn't matter that they're 2 different ages and they're 2 different grades, 2 different levels. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure that Math with Confidence will be working well for my daughter, because she isn't really like a gamesy person. But if I were to get her a different math program and then she saw me working with her brother and doing all the games, she would want to know why he got to do games and she didn't, even if she doesn't like games, and vice versa. So we're going to just start with the same, and if it's not working for one child, then we will make those adjustments. But for my own sanity and for them, we're just going to just start at base level and go from there. So anyway, so he's going to do Math Confidence level 1. And then for the summer, I haven't decided if we're going to do the level K, if we're going to fly through the level K book, just so that he gets used to like the teaching style of Math with Confidence. I've seen both recommendations, like, oh, you don't need level K, just go straight into level 1. And then I've seen people say that they're really glad that they did a level K review, just so that their child got used to, you know, the games, the black line masters, the like the methods, I guess. So I haven't decided about that. So that's math for him. We are also doing for him a science, considering it science. It is called Engineering Academy, and I don't have it yet. It hasn't come in the mail. But this is something he's going to do with his dad. He is definitely engineering brained, just like his dad. And I thought this was something fun that they could do together, because my husband is going to be doing something with each of the kids to kind of give me a little bit of a break. And so for the two of them, that's going to be science. And so the engineering academy looks really fun. It looks perfect for them. I think it says that it's recommended for age 8 and up, but you know, they do activities like building pulley systems and building buildings with the base, where it's, you know, why the base has to be stronger. And that's definitely their cup of tea. So I think it'll be fine for him. When it comes in, I'll show you if that's something that you're interested in. And so yeah, I'm excited about that. I haven't told my son though, because I know that if I tell him, he's gonna be so excited and he's not gonna want to wait for school. So yeah. So anyway, so language arts. I had the Good and the Beautiful Level K for him, which is an all-in-one language arts program. So when I realized that wasn't going to work for him, I actually had to look up what a level 1 age 5 curriculum, language arts curriculum should look like, because I did not know what made up language arts. You know, going to public school, language arts was language arts. The teacher told us what we had to do, we did it, the end. So when you're building a curriculum for somebody and you have to teach them everything you know about language arts, you should probably know what language arts is. So I had to learn that, and I am not ashamed to say that, because I didn't know. So I did look it up, and I did ask ChatGPT like what was appropriate at this age, and what you need, what you don't need, based off of what we've already been using. So for language arts, you need reading and you need writing, and that can be it at this level. Reading and handwriting. So for reading, I have Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. My son loves this book. He loves this book. We sit down, we do 20 minutes a day. We did start it. And again, if you saw my video about The Good and the Beautiful, this book is just like black and white. You know, it's easy, it's straightforward, here's what you read for the day, and then you're done. It's completely opposite of The Good and the Beautiful. So he loves it, and we are halfway through this book, and we will continue this book until we finish it. And I don't know if that is the summer, I don't know if that is the fall, but this is our reading program for him right now. And I will do a video on this about how we use it and what we do. And he loves this book, and I love that he loves this book. And he told me the other day that he loves to read. He is reading short stories, and we're on lesson 52. So that is our Teach Your Child, that is our learning to read program. So I have for him also for reading practice for the fall. I've got the Bob Books set 3 word families, set 4 complex words, and then the collection 2 advanced readers and word families. I have those just for practice. And then I also have this is just I have all these readers that I got from the thrift store. We have Fill a Bag of Books for $4, and people are constantly turning in these early readers. So we have quite the library of beginning reader books. And so we'll just see where he is when he finishes the book, and plenty of materials for him to practice reading. So to continue on with language arts for him, and I have the Explode the Code series. I have the first 4, but again, just like the Get Ready for the Code, just simple black and white worksheets that, you know, he can practice the spelling part, you know, spelling out 3-letter words, and just really lock in the foundation of phonics and decoding that he got from that. And he is on lesson 50 of the Teach Your Child to Read, 52. And if you are looking to combine these two, like I said, we're going to start these in the fall, so he will probably be done, if not almost done with the book. But if you are looking to combine them while you're teaching your child to read with the Teach Your Child to Read book, I would say that you probably can combine these at about lesson 40. I think he would have been comfortable doing that about lesson 40, but I'm not trying. He's in school in kindergarten now, and we're just doing the Teach Your Child to Read once a day for 20 minutes. I'm not trying to overwhelm him with school, so we'll save these for the fall. But if you are looking to combine, I would say lesson 40 or lesson 50 is absolutely doable. So to continue on and to finalize his language arts well-rounded program is the Handwriting Without Tears, Letters and Numbers for Me. And this is the kindergarten level for Handwriting Without Tears, but he's 5, and developmentally this is where he is instead of the first grade. I think it's My First Printing Book. So again, I do a compare and contrast on in a previous video if you want to check that out. But for a 5-year-old, this is the perfect level. So that completes our tour of individual subjects for our first year, basically math and language arts for the both of them, and then science, a little something extra science-y for my son. And I'm super excited. I'm at peace with where we are because I definitely panicked for a minute when The Good and the Beautiful didn't work out, but I'm at peace with what we've chosen, what we have, and the kids are excited. And yeah, stay tuned for our group subjects. We are also very excited about that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!